Pinky, this year our friend and colleague, New Jersey native Bob Levy, has been selected as the second recipient of NJBA's Lifetime Achievement Award. And you being the first recipient, I think it's cool that you'll present it to him. Sir?
Thank you. It is my pleasure, and I can't tell you the number of people. There's a little poster behind me where I do my show in the Brigada. As I'm closing out my 54th year of broadcasting, 53 of them all with WOND here in southern New Jersey. And I can't tell you how many times people look at it and say, wow, Dave Koski, when he was with Borgata, had this sign made up and has a picture of me with a Lifetime Achievement Award under it from New Jersey Broadcasters. And what did you do to deserve it? I said, I lived long enough. But it is an honor and a distinct honor for me to be back here with you and to pass on the torch for someone else who is most deserving of this award, someone who has dedicated himself beyond just doing shows, beyond all the everyday work. It's someone who cares about the community. It's someone who cares about distinguishing himself as he does his job. It is my pleasure to tell you that Bob entered the field of broadcasting 43 years ago after being honorably discharged from the United States Navy when he got his first and only job with WOBM. He served first as sports director, sales manager, and later, as a favor to the ownership, he became the general manager. In 1979, he started Bob Levy's Topic A on WOBM-FM. It featured unscreened phone calls and occasional guests. The show became an instant hit with listeners and advertisers, and is probably what Bob is known best for. Now, simulcast on WOBM-AM, which AM radio, that's what we are in WOND, and it does have listeners. It has enjoyed off-the-chart numbers and dominated Sunday morning radio at the Jersey Shore. Topic A has also done much good in the community for a variety of organizations and individuals, which we should never forget, because without them, we wouldn't be there. In 1998, Bob and his relatively new wife, Marianne, created Bob and Marianne in the Morning. And he often refers to the program as the stupidest show in radio, as most of the time the subject matter is their rather often interesting lives as husbands and wives. They refer to their regulars as listener friends, and once said on the air, I don't know if you're an addiction or an affliction, which might tell you that this is not your normal morning radio show. The New Jersey Broadcasters Association is proud to have Bob as this year's recipient of our Lifetime Achievement Award. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bob Levy.
Thank you. I guess that wraps it up. I actually have a bit of a script here, which I don't normally use. I just want to see where we are. Let's see, we already had Pinky with all his nice remarks. Bob entered stage left. Yes, I did. I'm here. All about what we do. Achievements. Let's see, Bob comes to stage. Paul hands award to Bob. Did we do that? Thank you. Ooh. Heavy, Billy. Thank you very much. All right, I've gotten that. Next. Hang on there. This is scripted, and I'm not used to doing scripts. Be right with you. I know we got a tight schedule here. I'm missing a page. Uh-oh.
Big trouble. Here we go. Pinky and Paul exit stage left and return to seats. Are you in your seats? Okay. Bob, thanks. NJBA, thank you. And makes remarks. Now, what does that mean? I understand we're on a tight schedule. I'm a little disappointed. I thought I'd do a hour and a half, 2 hours. You know, the speech should be in line with the achievements. Anyway, I'll try and be brief, which is not my forte, or if you prefer, forte. I did want to introduce just a couple of people, if you get the light over there. You heard about her, my wife and partner, Mary Ann. Get light on her. Light. Let there be light. You feel like coming up? I can lean on you? I lean on you 5 days a week. With us is Mayor's father and stepmother, Vic and Rosalie Calandrillo. And last but not least, now listen, you know about turnover in radio because you're all in it. In 43 years, I have literally seen hundreds and hundreds of people come and go. And I thought, gee, it'd be nice to have one from the past join me here for this today. And when I told Mayor I wanted to do that, I didn't have to tell her who I was going to ask. It's a lady who was with us for years and who put up with my idiosyncrasies and, well, I'll say my idiosyncrasies. I'll leave it at that. And not only did the best job of anybody that ever worked for me, but was maybe the nicest person I ever had the pleasure of working with. And Ro, thank you for all those great years, and thank you for being here today. Rosemary Parry and her husband Jack. By the way, Mary Ann, I think is deserving of some achievement awards. She recently broke a record for longest time being my wife, which is pretty amazing. There's another guy here who has something of a problem when it comes to marriages, and I wouldn't mention who it is, of course. He's with our company, and I asked him how he's doing, and things are looking good. Things are looking good. Maybe we mellow with age. Anyway, I was going to say, notice I said was, that the nicest thing about this award for me personally is that it's not posthumous. But I really can't say that now. It seems these millennium people are wearing a button with a picture of a dead guy on it. So if I look like that, then this award is indeed posthumous. But I'll take it any way I can get it. Let me just say a word about achievement. I don't really feel that I have achieved anything because I never tried. What I believe is that when one has a forum, like I've had now for 33 years, and can talk to a whole lot of people on a Sunday morning for 4 hours and influence a lot of them, you have an obligation to occasionally do some good. I mean, and those things have come about, and I've been lucky to have them. Now I want to point out one thing, and I don't call it an achievement, but it had a good result. You may remember Hurricane Hugo way back when, which ravaged South Carolina particularly. I came on a Sunday morning, and I think my first or second call was a guy from Beechwood who said, "You know, Bob, you're able to do so much. Maybe we could do something for those people down there in South Carolina." Well, talk about spontaneous. In that 4 hours, we adopted a particular little community that had really been, just wasted down there. And this was at 7 a.m. Before I got off the air at 11, the outpouring of support was amazing. And I think it was 3 days later that a caravan left Tuckerton, 2 big moving vans, and and a whole lot of people with the signs all over them headed down there to South Carolina. And those moving vans were full of things that were donated from my listeners that got cable TV got involved, and some of their viewers. And I think, I forget the amount of money, but it was big. And we went down there. Unfortunately, I couldn't go, and that really bothered me. I forget what prevented me. But it was a real adventure, it turned out to be. It was a real good deal. And I didn't look at that as my achievement. I looked at that as the guy whose name I don't even know, who called from Beechwood and had the idea, that was responsible for that. So we had a lot of things like that come up. And I would remind those of you who are lucky enough to have any kind of forum like maybe similar to what I have, we have an obligation. I often reminded myself that it's the forum more than the individual. Because I thought, if I didn't have that radio station and all of its power, I wouldn't have the ability. I think if I went every Sunday morning rather, to downtown Toms River and stepped up on a soapbox at 7 in the morning to talk to people, I don't think I'd have much of a crowd. So I just wanted to emphasize that. And I guess I've gone past the allotted time, haven't I?
Pinky's on at 4, so we're good at 4.
Pinky's on at 4? Oh, we're in good shape. Hey, it's been a real pleasure bumping into so many of you. There's a lot of you here I haven't even got to see that I know. And for those who don't know me, you haven't missed a heck of a lot. But really, I appreciate this. And it is quite an honor, and of course I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but can I put this on the fireplace there, up on the thing, or, huh? You might have to take down that little statue of that Chihuahua. Huh? Well, I'll take it home and thank you. It was a terrific thing following, I should say, Pinky, although frankly, I wish I'd been first. Thank you again, and especially to you know who, and keep up the good work. You guys are all great. Thank you.